Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Little Woody feels some type of way because the Danza Project sat down with Uncle Murder and his name came up. I'm going to do a reaction to this video because Woody said a lot of things that need to be clarified, and this is not to bash Woody. This is just to lay down the law and what the code is about. Subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel at Juanita Mecca Audio, Unique Mecca Audio Prison Story, Mecca Audio TV. Hit the notification bell. Keep it popping. All right? You know what it is, Unique Mecca Audio, man. This the Danza Project. They had a joint with Lil Woody that I think that we need to address. And this is just to let y'all know what the laws and the codes is. This is not to push it, don't snitching mode. This is not I hate rats video. This is not none of that. This is just to let the youth and the elders that's in the street, both male and female, know that there's rules and codes to the street that you don't agree with. That means don't go to the street. End the story. All right, let's play this out.
Let me speak on the trial, right?
Yep.
So, you know, they try to say on the start of the whole case. And this and then third.
Okay, so do we agree that Woody started this case? Woody said he started the case. They know they started the case. Let's keep it moving.
People let a lot of stuff go over their head intentionally. Can I say this?
See, this right here, and I'm sorry for keep stopping, but I want y'all to understand that this right here is a man that know he did wrong that's trying to justify a wrong with a right. That's called mollifying in psychology. I had to learn that because I had to learn why it was that I feel the opposite way of this man, that I'd rather serve life in prison and die plus 20 years after I die to be brought back before I turn my comrades in, you know? So I had to learn that, and they said I was mollifying because I would let them know that, you know, that I wouldn't expect them to, you know, tell on me, you know, I would never turn another man in because I don't want to bring his family in. And they said I'm making excuses because I said I want to bring my comrade's family into the mess that I created, that I got captured, that I'm now a part of. All right, play it out.
I avoided myself a life sentence.
Heard what he said? Avoided himself. So right now he's being selfish. So any of y'all watching this feel that it's all about you and that, you know, you only worrying about what you could do for yourself, but you went out to break the law with a comrade. And then when you get caught, all you're trying to focus on is just avoiding you going to jail, not y'all going to jail, even though y'all conspired, y'all agreed to break the law, and you got caught. So all he's worried about now is trying to avoid himself going to jail. Pay attention.
I avoided others a life sentence. Because one thing about it, once an investigation starts.
How did he avoid others a life sentence if he's the one that put the feds on them in the first place? Somebody explain that to me, because I watched the trial and I heard Little Woody said that, oh yeah, I was throwing Thug name out there because I didn't think they were ever going to bother him, which is logical. You know what I mean? But in the street, it's unethical, you know, but it's logical in the regular society. So he said, so he threw his name up and they let him go. So every time they picked him up, he made up a sensational story, blend in with some of the truth, and did what he had to do just to get out the interrogation room. He kept it 100 on the joint. That's why I'm not sitting here saying I got an issue with Woody. Woody did what Woody felt was best for him. Unique did what Unique felt was best for him. And it's up to you where you stand. And if you stand where Woody stand, that means that you're on the right path to being a civilian. Stay there. Now just stay out the street and stay out of breaking the law. You know what I mean? Because all this is justifying and worried about me. But when we go out If a shootout occur or a fight occur, then we gonna fight together. But when the law come in, we don't fight together. Now it's about what I could do for me, not going to jail, even if that means throwing you under the bus to go to jail.
It doesn't stop. So once things already taking place, is no such thing as a diversion. So when people run in their mouth and don't know what they talking about, you can expect that. That's how you know people don't really be in the street. Say what you want to say. I ain't serving life right now.
Yeah, but you put someone else under the fire to have to go through the mental distress and agony of fighting a trial and staying locked up for 3 years behind your statements, Woody. Can you honestly say you sleep good at night for that? And yes, you could answer this because it's not to bash you. Because to be honest, I need to interview somebody like you. I need to know what make you think like you think. You know, in my world it's wrong, and in your world what I'm thinking is wrong. So we could agree to disagree on that. But the people need to know the mind of, someone like you that would tell, that would turn in a comrade. And I know it might sound harsh, but that's because it is harsh. But that's the reality. No matter how many sweet, mollifying words you try and put on it and wrap it in a bow and put a strawberry on the top, it's still ratting, Woody. It's still snitching. No matter how you justify it. And all this now is the reason why I'm doing this video, because I want y'all to really see how the mind of a rat work. And I can't call him a rat bastard because he's admitting that he told. So I don't have an issue with that. It's just now I know who Woody is, and I know I wouldn't do a crime with him, and I wouldn't let anyone, even I'm not going to do a crime, and I wouldn't let anyone that is involved in doing a crime do a crime with him without letting them know that, yo, I don't know if you saw, but that was the do, but I'm not going to go yell on a baritone that Woody's a rat. And Woody don't get the rat bastard bell because Woody's admitting that he told, and he's sharing why he told. Y'all should listen to what Woody have to say. And if you agree with this crap that this man is saying and you're on the street, then that means you need to get the F off the street. And if you don't agree with the crap that I'm saying, again, get off the street. Because in your world, I'm speaking crap. Y'all say, man, this man's stupid. He going to go to jail for somebody else. He going to leave his kids behind instead of just telling them what they want to know and let them bring in Bobby Sue and Kenny Lou. You're entitled to feel that way. But I feel it's my obligation because I made a promise to God when I was in that cell that if he released me, I'll spread the word. And that's all I'm doing is spreading the word. Listen to how a rat try and justify what he do. And when I say rat, it's not to disrespect him. It's what he is, because it's what he did. End the story. And like he said, you got an issue with him, see him. And that's the end of that. Not encouraging violence, but just letting him know what it is. He's letting you know who he is. You're looking at him on my screen. He don't have an issue with it. So if you got an issue with it, that's on you. I'm telling you, I have no issue with it. Don't agree with it. Wouldn't do it. Don't have no like for none of that. But at the same time, that's who it is, because I know that this is a Asian man or a Colombian man. That don't mean that I don't like him because he's Asian or Colombian. I know who he is. But if he's Asian or Colombian and pretending to be white and trying to trick me and scam me out my money or my life or my freedom, now I have an issue with it, because now he's deceiving me and coming at me with the bastard mentality, which is like a hybrid. And that's a rat bastard, a hybrid, one that says that he's a gangster, but in the meantime, he'll go tell. That's a rat bastard. What you have in front of us is just a rat. Because he ratted. And it's not to say that derogatory way, it's just what it is. Now you know what he's telling you. You get caught, I'm telling. And if you cross my line, I'm bodying you. It's real simple. I like the kid. I like that about him. You know what I mean? Because he's telling you who he is and he's standing on business as a rat. Now let's finish up with. Let's just listen to Woody though, right here.
And nobody else is either.
Hello.
And that's that's
Yeah. Hello.
I mean,
That's what they need to hear.
That's the
Listen to
narrative
this
that I
now.
be seeing. Like, even like when I watch the TMZ interviews and all that, the narrative is that Woody outsmarted the DA. And that's
Yeah.
why you the people's hero right now.
And guess
And that's
what?
why I asked Murder that question too, right? That's the next question was, what do you feel like he's also the reason Thug's home? Because if we're gonna
Listen
go
to
push a
this bullshit.
narrative that this is how it began, well, do you feel that the narrative is this as well?
Nah, because Thug still had to give up 5 years of his life sitting in there stressing, gaining weight, fighting a trial for something that his comrade created. So don't sit here and try and justify that that's the reason why he's home. No, that's the reason he went through it. Boom, cut the cord right there. God wouldn't allow that to happen to Thug. But that's because he knew that Woody didn't mean no harm because he didn't think it all the way through. But that don't mean it's right that he didn't think it all the way through. It's still dead wrong because you put your comrades in the belly of the beast into the hands of the alleged devil. So how could an outcome justify a beginning that started the ride? Somebody let me know that.
You know? And then I hit him with the, I don't recall.
Right answer.
Listen, man.
Listen to this here.
I watch the black community praise the mafia. What them boys did? What the mafia did? What John Gotti and them did?
John Gotti and them, the mafia, they didn't tell Woody. Let's get it right. Let's stop it. They didn't tell. Don't compare yourself to John Gotti and the mafia, Woody. Don't compare the rat bastards out there to John Gotti and the mafia. All right? Joey Molino down in Philly, still alive, didn't tell. So don't compare yourselves to men of that honor. Don't compare yourselves to men like Sea-Dog in California, JR from Detroit, Booby from the Booby Boys, Lou Sims, Farris, Peter Shue, Kevin Childs. I go through a bunch of homies, Antone White, ER, Larry Moe, Bonaparte. I could name a bunch of men. Don't put yourself in that category, man. You are who you are. But this is what they do. They try and justify it to make everyone fit their narrative of their deceitful, treacherous actions. And that's what he's doing now, even bringing the mafia up. But what did the mafia do? The mafia didn't tell. They went out with a street legacy. You crushed George Woody. It's dead. So don't compare yourself to the mafia. Don't compare yourself to John Gotti or the men that I just mentioned, because those are men that stood in a different cloth than you.
What did they do? They didn't do what I did.
Hell no.
They did it. They did not go in that courtroom, and them boys went to prison, and guess what black people still do? Rap about them.
Yes, because they went to prison and didn't tell, and that's the code on the street that you followed until you got caught. They picked you up, threw the cuffs on you, put you in a police car, and you started singing like Mariah Carey. What is wrong with you? And then you have the nerves to sit here and try and justify your treachery? Somebody have to lay the law down here, man. And that's why I say don't get involved in the street. The Dancer Project did a great job interviewing you. He's not from the street, not to disrespect him. And at the same time, he's trying to appease you as a guest to, ride along with your fairy tale. But I don't do that over here. That's why I'd like to sit down with you so me and you can have a man-to-man talk, because I don't get out my anger, and I'm not going to disrespect you, and I'm not going to call you out your name. That's why I didn't call you a rat bastard, but you are a rat because you did rat. Let's just get that straight. If you could accept that, I would sit down with you and we can actually talk and try and reach the youth, because this is what it's for. It's for the youth. It's not for me and you. You can support your stance. Everything that you're saying, I would gladly give you a chance to verbally, you know what I mean, defend that if that's how you feel. But I know from what I saw at that trial and heard from the testimony of who you are, you laid it down when you was on the street. You won 100 when you was on the street. But once you took the stand, Woody, all that is out the window. But that don't take away the fact that you can't body something from the street. We understand that in the street. And that's what they have to understand. And you iterated that very well, that you're not putting up with that, because you're standing up for who you are as the rat that you are. And it's not a disrespect. I know rat sounds nasty, because that's what a rat is. It is a nasty person, a thing to be. You know that, because before you got caught, if you heard that somebody was telling on you or your man, what would you do? If you heard somebody was telling on your man, Woody, while he's in jail and you're on the street, and it's only this one person that's keeping your man in jail and he's ratting, what would you do? So that means that's what a rat gets in your book. But now you're trying to justify it to fit and ease yourself into a cozy little place to still hold on to your honor, but you lost it when you took the stand. That's it, Woody. All right, let's keep it moving.
Name they self after them.
Tattoos, all that.
Name they self after them. You know what happened after I got off this stand? People started calling me, hey, why that boy in South Carolina just did the same thing you did, boy?
Does that make it right, boy? Does that make it right because the boy in South Carolina saw how to be a manipulative rat and started ratting on his comrades in Carolina, so now you're spreading an epidemic and you proud of that? And you're from the street, Woody, you gangster. Before taking a stand. But stop it. And you'll still body something after taking a stand. Well understood. That's a part of the street. You are part of the street. You identifying yourself who you are, so I don't have an issue with you. I know if it's something I don't want to be told, I won't do it in front of you. And that's not saying nothing bad about you. It's just saying I honorably respect the fact that you let me know you're a rat. So I know. I got a friend, right? Let me ride. I got a friend that I was chilling with the other day, and he told me straight up, he said, man, Unique, tell me if this is ratting. I said, what? He said, if we get pulled over and we get caught with a gun in the car, drugs in the car, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And, you know, I'm telling you before we get in the car that if we get caught with anything in the car, if you got anything in here, I'm telling it ain't mine. Is that ratting? I said, never could that be ratting. You told him. He could have told you right there, don't get in my car. You know what I mean? No, that could never be ratting. Because he's telling them who he is. Now, Woody has told the world who he is on the stand. Now, if the world decide to deal with him and he do something to you, cross you or whatever, or you make money, whatever, then that's what you signed up for. So don't get mad if the rat then turns around and bites you, because you knew it was a rat when you decided to mix with it. All right, let's finish playing this out.
Why they calling me, hey, these people just did it over here in Tennessee. They're calling around. People are using that technique.
Now it's a technique to fucking ratting, man. Yo, what the hell world did I come home to? It's a technique to ratting? He said now people is using that technique in North Carolina, Tennessee. Do y'all hear this crap? Stay out the street, man. Just as stupid as that sound is reason for you to know to stay off the street. You know? Nothing else to say about that. Man, hold up, man. Hold up.
Change. Now guess what the police got to stop doing? The police got to stop interrogating people. They got to change that. So now you can't question.
When did what you do, Woody, equate to a new law that the police got to stop interrogating people? How in your twisted little mind did you come up with that the police got to stop interrogating people? Somebody explain this to me. Because I'm baffled right now.
Question people.
Right.
You
Listen to
can't
this.
question people because guess what? When a person go in the interrogation room, you ain't signing under oath to tell the truth. Let me tell you something, man.
Did that make any sense to y'all? Tell us something, Woody.
99% of the dudes in the street get snatched up by the police, and the police take them to their interrogation room. Let me tell you something. None of them ask for a lawyer. Everybody too busy trying to find a lie to get out this situation. Everybody trying to finesse themselves out of a situation.
Yeah, but they not trying to find a lie to bring their comrade in, Woody. That's the difference. They trying to find a lie like that when they bodied that dude or whatever for hustling on a block that they was laying up with their girl. That's a lie they coming up with. That they, that they wasn't there at the drug transaction, that they took the pictures. That's a lie they coming up with. They not coming up with the lie that it wasn't me, it was my comrade that shot him. It wasn't me, it was my comrade that was standing out there selling the keys under the camera. Yeah, that's him. I identify him. I go in the courtroom. That's not the lie they're thinking about, Woody. Stop it. That's what a rat's lies are. A rat's lie is, this is a rat, right? Let's ride. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up what a rodent, look it up in the dictionary. A rodent is a type of thing that if he gets his leg caught in a trap, right, he would chew his own leg off. So that means he ain't got no problem eating you if he get the chance. He chewing his own leg off. That's a rat. That's the worst thing to be. The worst thing to be. That's why I say don't go on the street. It's not worth it, man. That's all I'm preaching. I'm not preaching that it's gangster to not tell. I'm not telling you don't tell. I'm telling you don't break the law so that they don't have to label it as telling. You're doing your civic damn duty because you pay your taxes. You driving your car gets stolen. The biggest gangster. You driving your car get stolen when you go into the mall or the corner store. Somebody jump in it. What do? You call the police. You pay insurance. So we gonna say, no, I'm not calling the police because I'm a gangster. But I'm gonna keep it 100 because we riding. Back in the day, I didn't use insurance and registration and all that. You brought all that. You went right to the, to the little travel agencies in any state that issue insurance. And you give them $400, you buy an insurance card, and it's good for the year. But if that car crashes, you got to fix it. You're not dependent on nobody to fix it. If that car gets stolen, the car gets stolen. If you don't find it, you don't find it. That's a loss. We don't go to the police with the bogus registration and bogus insurance that we bought for $400 a piece and say, hey, my car got stolen. Like I said, they stole my car when I was up there at the Town and Country. I think it was the name of it, up there by Edomore and all that. By the valley. They stole my car up there. If any of y'all listen, y'all remember that. Y'all stole my green Acura up there. No police pulled you over, ever said it was stolen. Whatever happened with that car, and I'm putting this out there because like I said, this is how real it is. They stole my brand new Acura from up there at the joint. And I never reported it. And I bet you somebody know the dudes because it was the only one in New York because everything I had was official and custom made. It was the only money green Acura with the crazy 80X amps in the back. They stole it from Town and Country back in like 1989. You know what I mean? Just paid like $45, $50 for it with the rims in the system. And I never even reported it stolen. I just called Wolf, God bless the dead, and told Wolf, yo, just tell him to give me the system back. Because I fell in love with the system. Screw the car. So if any of y'all up in the valley, because that's where they were stealing the cars up back then, I was in a hotel in there, with a little shorty, and they went and stole the whip. I didn't get mad. I didn't call the police, but that's because I was 100% on the street. So I don't need the police to go get my car. If I want it, I go get it because they took it from me. They didn't take it from the police. That's the mentality when you're on the street. And this is the mentality that I don't want you to have. Because there's laws and codes and rules and regulations put in place to prevent you from violating a civilized society. Let's get back to Woody, man. We rode enough.
So if you want to sit here and say, I snitched and I told and on the reason this and that and that and third, okay. Every nigga in the street did.
Yeah, this now he put everything on the street in his category. But this is how a rat's mind works. You know, he sleeps better because he convinced himself that he didn't do no different than everybody else would do. Listen, no one is sitting there saying don't talk to the police because you get people go all this in deep. If the police stop you, okay, look, like somebody would say this is ratting. Police stop somebody, ask them, yo, did you see the person that shot the person because you were standing right there? They said you was an eyewitness. They say it was a tall, you know, it was a tall Mexican dude about 6'7", you know, like 280 pounds, when the whole time it was somebody that fit Woody's description. And then the statement will come up that a dude made the statement that it was a 6'7" dude, you know what I mean, Mexican or whatever, and that don't even fit the description. That had nothing to do with nothing. All he did was throw them off. But they'll run with it and say that, oh, look, I got the paperwork, he snitched. No, he freed him. That's how you free him, Woody. You don't give him a real person's name. Just like if, you know, you getting drugs from this block, you're doing this and that block, you make up any stupid ass street. You know ain't nothing going on. It's like sending them on a wild goose chase. People do that. But you don't send them nowhere where they're selling drugs because now you're a cold rat bastard. But if you tell them now, you can get it from Main Street in Paramus. You can get it from Paramus Mall. Yeah, you go buy keys at Paramus Mall. You know, that's how you send them on a wild goose chase. You don't tell them you go buy keys over at, you know, Young Thug's house over there on 13th Street in the dark, cutting by the dark alley. Because that becomes ratting. All right?
Because everybody that gets snatched up trying to finesse their way out of a situation.
But not bringing no one else in.
I finesse my way out of it. I finesse my way out of it.
At the expense of your comrade sitting in prison for 5 years and going through a 18-month trial. What is going on with you, Woody? How does that make sense to you?
I ain't trying to bring it back up because I love my freedom. I love my kids. You feel me?
Right.
And I hope this interview don't put me back in it. But the truth of the matter is, all that time I did in jail, I thank God. Why y'all think I thank God so much? I thank God for these personal reasons only. Y'all niggas to my child street. So say what y'all want. Because one thing I do pay attention.
You heard what he said? He paid attention. I'm going to end it there, man. I've been on here long enough because, like I said, this video was not to dish little Woody. It was to use it as a tutorial to bring it to, you know, the viewers so you understand what the street code is and what it looked like when a rat try and justify what he did. And that's all Woody's doing. But, you know, that's what he does to make him sleep good at night. That's on him. I'm not going to lose sleep over what he do or how he feel or how he sleep at night because that's where I'm selfish and my time is for me. My time is for me. All right? Make sure you subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel, Juanita Mecca Audio, Juanita, Mecca Audio, Unique Mecca Audio, Prison Stories, Mecca Audio TV. Hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Let's keep it moving. All right?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. What?
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, the crime, the crime.